So then we just understand with respect to some disqualification that may attract or applicable to a person if he himself or relative or partner have any security interest, indebtedness or given guarantee or security to the company. With respect to security or interest, concerned person shall not have any security or interest, but family may hold up to 1 lakh face value. Indebtedness more than 5 lakh, that is more than 5 lakh, up to 5 lakh no problem, more than 5 lakh then the concerned person shall not be eligible to be appointed as the auditor of the company. Then more than 1 lakh security guarantee or security with respect of any person with the company where the amount exceeds 1 lakh, then what happens? The concerned person shall be not eligible to be appointed as the auditor of the company. We have to understand what is mean by this family. Who are included in the family? That is as the relative, not family, relative. Relative. X is our CA plus COP. Who are treated as the relative of X? His father, mother, brother, sister, then spouse, son, daughter. So relative includes father, mother, brother, sister, spouse, son, daughter, plus stepfather, stepmother, brother, stepbrother, stepsister, wait, okay, stepson, spouse and daughter. Actually with respect to spouse there is not have any concept regarding what? Step spouse. Don't get emotional, okay, don't get sad, it is excluded. Okay, so then if he is having a stepdaughter, no problem, they are not included in the purview or they are not comes under the purview of a relative. So father including stepfather, mother including stepmother, brother including stepbrother, sister including stepbrother, spouse, son including stepson, daughter, stepdaughter is not included as the relative. It means that if ABC Limited X, practicing chartered accountant, his stepdaughter P having any security or interest up to 2 lakh face value, no problem, because stepdaughter is not rated as the relative. So now we have understand what is mean by a relative as per the Companies Act with respect of appointment of auditor. Okay, then neither a person, that is here X or XYZ firm, shall have a direct or indirect business relationship with the company, its subsidiary, holding, associate, subsidiary of the holding. Suppose X is having any business relationship with the company or its holding company or subsidiary company. Actually they shall not have such interest, that is it can be either direct or indirect. If they have any such business relationship with the company or its subsidiary, holding, associate, subsidiary of the holding, they will be disqualified to get the appointed as an auditor of that company. Okay, so here it is stated that business relationship, but if the business relationship is at arm's length price, that is a normal consideration, what they has charged from others is also already charged from the person or the firm, then it shall not be treated as a disqualification. Suppose they are providing machinery or furniture with a value of 1 lakh to the X or the partnership firm, and at the same price they are providing it to normal customers, that is to the public. At the same price they are providing the same furniture to other public, that is general public, and at the same consideration or at the same value they are providing the furniture to the X or the XYZ firm. Here they are not what? Disqualified. X or the firm is not disqualified. So They shall not have any direct or indirect business relationship with the company, subsidiary, holding, associate, subsidiary of the holding. And this is shall not be applicable in a case with respect of, that is business 1 minute friends. Such business relationship is not applicable in some cases with respect of hospital, hotel, airline, telecommunication. That is, if the business, that is if the concerned client is providing any of these category of services, then such a condition, or if they are providing these kind of services to the auditor or to the firm of auditor, then they will not be disqualified. Suppose auditor Mr. X comes to the client's office. It means it can be a hospital, ABC hospital. They come for the purpose of audit. Suddenly heart attack to X. Then the doctors of this hospital provided all the medical treatment to them. Can we tell that X is not qualified to be appointed as the auditor of the company, auditor of this concern, or hospital limited? It can be even a company. No, that is, this business relationship is not applicable with respect of hospital, hotel, airline, telecommunication services. Then, so the other disqualification stated that such concerned chartered accountant or any firm of chartered accountant shall not have any business relationship either directly or indirectly with the client. Okay. Then suppose X got appointment as auditor of PQR Limited company. Here R is the relative of X. Sister, R is the sister of X. She is the key manager. She is holding the post of key managerial person or director. In that case, X is not qualified to be appointed as the auditor of that company. That is, if any of the relative of the concerned auditor or concerned person is holding the position of key managerial person or director in the company, then CA is not qualified to be appointed as the auditor. Okay. Then suppose if the concerned chartered accountant, here Mr. X is doing a full-time employment elsewhere, then he is not qualified to be appointed as the auditor because he is already engaged in full-time employment. Then he is not qualified to be appointed as the auditor. Then he already appointed as the auditor in more than 20 company. So as per the Companies Act, the maximum number of company in which a person can be appointed as auditor is 20. This is the maximum number of company in which a person can be appointed as the auditor. Suppose if X is already appointed as an auditor in up to 20 company audit, then he can't appointed or he can't accept appointment as an auditor in the next company. It will become our 21st company. But this 20 limit is not applicable, or this 20 limit is not inclusive of the following categories of company. Which are those companies? That is, the criteria of 20 or the limit of 20 is exclusive of the following category of company: one person company, small company, dormant company, private company where the paid up share capital is less than 100 crore. Hope you got it. It's stating that this is not applicable to the following categories of company. The limit of 20 company audit is not applicable to the following categories of company. That is, this limit, suppose he is going to be appointed as an auditor of a small company, then he can accept the appointment because this is not included in this limit. That is, for the purpose of determining the limit of 20, this category of company is not included. That is, it is excluded. One person company, small company, dormant company or private company having paid up share capital less than 100 crore. If it is having 110 crore, it will be included in this limit. That is, if they are going to be appointed as an auditor of a private company having a paid up share capital of 101 crore, disqualified. That is, can't accept that audit because he is already appointed as the auditor of 20 company. Okay. So here we discussed about the person, that is the person or the firm, shall not have a business relationship either directly or indirectly with the client, or any relative shall not be appointed as the key managerial person or director of the company. If so appointed, then the person can't be appointed as the auditor of the company. It is also treated as a disqualification. Or a person who is in full-time employment elsewhere, or already appointed as an auditor in more than 20 company or up to 20 company, that is, they shall not accept as an auditor of a company if they already appointed as an auditor in 20 companies. But this 20 companies shall not include OPC, dormant, small and private company having a paid up share capital of less than 100 crore. Then, if a person who has been convicted by court for an offence involving fraud has to be involved, and 10 years is not elapsed from the date of conviction, he is also disqualified to get appointed as an auditor of a company. That is, if a person, suppose X, convicted by court for an offence involving what? Fraud, and 10 year has not elapsed from the date of conviction, that is from release date, that is after 10 year or from the date of conviction, 10 year from the date of conviction, he is not eligible to be appointed as an auditor. After 10 year he is allowed. If 10 year is not elapsed, then he is not eligible to be appointed as an auditor. Then a person or a firm or associate who is providing 144 services, that is any services under section 144. We have to understand what is meant by this section 144, or which are the services covered under section 144. Here we are going to discuss with the same. Okay, 144 services. Management services, accounting or bookkeeping, actuarial services, then rendering of what? Outsourced service, design or implementation of financial information system, investment advisory service or banking service. If a chartered accountant who is in practice is providing any of the following category of services, he will be disqualified to be appointed as the auditor of a company. That is, any services related to the management, accounting, bookkeeping services. One more, internal audit. So management services, accounting, bookkeeping, actuarial services, rendering of outsourced financial services, design and implementation of financial information system to an entity, investment advisory service, investment banking service, and internal audit. So if a chartered accountant in practice, either as associate or firm providing any of the following kind of services, they will be disqualified to be appointed as the auditor of a company. Okay, so this is what the disqualification. Now we discuss with respect of section 141 subsection 3. They have 141 subsection 4, which is providing some other conditions. Here we discuss with respect to 141 subsection 3 were stated that body corporate shall not be appointed as an auditor of the company, officer or employee of the company, any partner, employee of the officer or employee of the company, relative partner or himself has provided or having any security or interest in the company, or indebted to the company, or given guarantee or security with respect of any person to the company, or who is having direct or indirect business relationship with the company, either the concerned individual or a partnership firm. Then if any relative of the concerned person is appointed as a key managerial person or director of the company, then whole-time employee doing whole-time employment elsewhere, or already appointed as the auditor in 20 companies, then who is providing services as per section 144 of the Companies Act 2013, they are not eligible to be appointed as the auditor of the company. So now here we are explaining section 141 subsection 4 of the Companies Act 2013, which is mainly stating that if a person who has been already, I will read the legal language first. Okay, a person who has been appointed as the auditor of a company, if he attracts any disqualification or incurs any disqualification as per section 141 subsection 3 after appointment, such person shall vacate the office of a office as an auditor, and such vacancy shall be deemed to be casual vacancy. It is stating that if a person who has been already appointed as the auditor of the company, after his appointment he incurs any disqualification as per section 141 subsection 3, in that case such person shall vacate the office of an auditor, and such vacancy shall be deemed to be treated as what? Casual vacancy. Suppose X appointed as the auditor. After appointment he incurs any disqualification as per section 141 subsection 3, he is required to vacate the office as soon as possible. That is, he should vacate the office, and such vacancy, that is, this was the post which has been held by him. After his vacancy, this post become what? Vacant, and this vacancy is termed as what? Casual vacancy. Okay, that is casual vacancy. So any vacancy which has been caused in a company after the vacation of auditor, if he incurs any disqualification as per section 141 subsection 3, such vacancy shall be termed as what? Casual vacancy. So this is what? Section 141 subsection 4. Here we completed what? Section 141. Okay, we are moving towards next sections.